Why did you agree to go to Parliament?
I didn't agree. It was to me, it was actually I said no in the beginning, and I was skeptical because I knew that I couldn't attend these sessions, being traveling all the time. Actually, voting time they would insist that to pass some bill, for instance. That was the only time they requested us to be there.
What is the dominant rasa of your work as you see it?
I would say that Shanta, that is tranquility, or you can say peace. Then, of course, Karuna Rasa. Karuna, not in the sense that someone has died or something, but it is the pain of trying to go high into sublime area, and you feel pain that you cannot reach it. It's like trying to touch God, but you feel He's there. Almost you get a glimpse, but then it's gone. So that is a pain that is really Karuna Rasa. And then, of course, love. Love in all its different form, from the sublime love to very physical love. All that is part of our selves and as well as our art form.
What is the favorite rag that you enjoy playing?
Ragas like Yaman Kalyan, for instance, Manj Khamaj, or Bhairav, Miyan Ki Todi. Few ragas that really I'll never get tired of.
And among the rags that you have created yourself?
Oh, so many.
Which we...
Well, Parameshwari is very well known, and I love to play that rag again. Tilak Shyam, even Bairagi, which is known as Bairagi Bhairav, has been by me. And then Nat Bhairav also, which is so popular, sung by everyone. Very few people know. You know, that's the whole thing. Very few people know of what I have done. For instance, very few people know that the famous tune which is sung by everyone everywhere, Sare Jahaan Se Accha, is by me. So
I didn't know it myself.
You see, so like that, you know, I have about 30, 40 ragas, out of which I would say 10 or 12 are very, very popular.
What are your memories of your brother, Uday Shankar?
Well, he was the first superstar that I ever knew in those days. People outside knew only Tagore, Gandhi and Shankar. Unfortunately, in our country now, if you ask any young people, they don't know the name Uday Shankar, which is a sad thing.
No, but do you think it is only because of the absence of archival records, or do you think that his work itself did not have the quality of survival?
I wouldn't say that, because what he did, what he created, the whole presentation on stage of doing a ballet, taking everything from Kathakali, from Bharatanatyam, from Manipuri, from Chau, and then taking from the source, that is, say, Mahabalipuram, Ellora, Ajanta, Bagh caves. Being a painter, he saw movement in all those, you know, beautiful carvings. So he created a whole new style. But there are many students who are doing that, but the source has been forgotten, unfortunately.
The more time he spent abroad with his brother's troupe, the more he fell in love with India and his native Bengal. By the time he was 13, Ravi Shankar had read almost all of Rabindranath, Sharat Chandra and Bankim Chandra. He could also play by then the sitar and the israj and a little bit of the sarod. But dancing took up most of his time. At 16, he choreographed his first solo number for the stage. He admired Vishnu Das Shirali, one of the troupe's music directors and a fine sitarist. On his suggestion, Ravi Shankar decided to put in a stint as a student of the famous Inayat Khan of Calcutta. But typhoid struck before that and he had to be hospitalized. By the time he recovered fully, Alauddin Khan of Maihar Gharana had joined Uday Shankar's troupe, bringing along his son Ali Akbar, who was just 2 years younger than Ravi Shankar. It was Alauddin Khan, better known as Baba, who took Ravi Shankar under his wings eventually, weaned him away from dance and taught him the sitar. He became Ravi Shankar's guru and his father-in-law when Ravi Shankar married his daughter, the enormously talented Annapurna.
What would be your finest memories of Baba Alauddin Khan, from whom you learnt?
To me, he was someone very unique. He belonged to yesterday, absolutely, with all the principles, the austerity. He was at the same time, you know, a great musician, great teacher, and a great human being.
He played a variety of instruments, I'm told.
He could play anything. He had such a knack from the beginning. And not only could play, but he learned from different people on different instruments, vocal music, even different styles.
How many years did you spend in his Gurukul?
Well, I learned 1 year when he joined my brother Uday Shankar between 35 and 36, 1936. And then I finally went to him in Maihar, that remote village where he lived, for almost 7 years, continuously with him. And then for next 15 years, I used to go 2 months, 3 months every year. So it has been a long process.
How do you see the state of the Guru Shishya Parampara?
Well, it is gradually getting less. I won't say dying, but it has taken a different shape. Being in these cities, the Guru himself has difficulty in his way of life, and to keep students. I have been trying to follow that, like Baba did.
What happened to your famous Shishya, George Harrison?
Well, he's famous, all right, but I wouldn't say he's a great sitar player. You see, I love him very much, and he has a great respect for me. He's like a son, like a friend, all student combined together. But you know, he cannot give that much time for practice. But he has tremendous love and understanding for Indian music, Indian philosophy, religion, everything.
Tell me, what happened to the Ravi Shankar Center that you were planning to set up in Delhi?
Well, that's something which I have been trying and wanting to do, and it's impossible to do anything of that grandeur or without any help of government or any individual help. Some people who were in the government really showed interest, and I managed to get a land also. I wanted to have, say, anything between 10 to 15 special, very extraordinary, talented young people to stay with me. It's just like the Gurukul ashram system, but having the modern way of teaching as much as possible, but have the same principle as the tradition. So that was, you see, that's one point. Gurukul means I have to be there, but according to the laws, the bureaucratic laws, they say you cannot live there. Institution is somewhere, you cannot build a house. So these are points that we are still trying to overcome. I don't know whether it will be possible.